live. Hi, everyone. I'm happy to be back once again. And before I move on, I'd like to say good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you are coming in other parts of the world. I'd like to first introduce myself for those who are new to this video. My name is Ellen, and I'm from the Philippines. Mabuhay. I'm a mother of two growing kids, a finance professional, a proud digital business owner, a business mentor, and now I'm a published author of I Am Happy in My Kitchen Too, which is a home cook easy recipes that I actually have for over the years, and I published it last year, and a motivational speaker. So I've done 9 days of the 21 days journeys to achieve breakthroughs in 2022. So how time flies, I've done 9 days, and this is the 10th day. So 10th day is the power of perseverance. And this is all about, making this year 2022 a really best year ever. And the breakthroughs come through, uh, practices, activities that we can do within ourselves. And that's why I call this, the power within ourselves. So I'd like to go back to to the previous days talks. And the day one was on the power of the positive mindset. And day two, under this power of positive mindset, are the roots create the fruits. Day three is planting before harvest. And then the day four was the second power, which is the power of what? Passion, power of purpose. So power of purpose is that's a day four, having the purpose in our lives to push towards that purpose or goal. And the day five was really on the clarity of purpose. So clarity of purpose was day five, and day six was on the goal setting and planning. So with all the dreams and the visions and the goals in lives, we need to have goal setting and planning. So that's really important. And day seven was the third power within ourselves, which is the power of passion. And under the power of passion is the day eight was on the discovering your passion. So it's really very interesting topics. And day nine was on the loving what you do, right? So it says that when we do what we love is all about being free, but not everyone is able to do what we love, right? So what is best is really loving what we do. So whatever circumstance, whatever level of life we are in, we may be a stay-home mom, we can be a working mom, we can be a businesswoman, we can be doing things that may not be glamorous, but the thing is we need to love what we do. And the fourth power within ourselves, which is the day 10, is the power of perseverance. So I'd like to make this a little bit bigger so that you can see that. And I would say perseverance, of course, that's coming from the dictionary saying it's a persistence, steady persistence in the course of action, a purpose, a state, especially in spite of difficulties, obstacles, and discouragement. So, of course, in our lives, there's as always say, we are aiming for a smooth ride, but there's always bumpy rides. The realities of life will help us, will let us see, encounter these rocks, these challenges we call in our lives. And these are also potholes or detours or curves, peaks and valleys, we call them. So there's a lot of things that we may not be able to control in our lives, because we are not we are here in this physical world, coming from the being spiritual beings, that we need to better ourselves. God created us here, so we become better. We become better spiritual beings, going to our own place that God has prepared for us. So even our own God experienced that, and everyone knows that God, through Jesus Christ, went through a lot of challenges in his life here on earth, uh, fulfilling the the mission he has been sent here by the God the Father. So what what is being our state here in this world, in a physical world, is not actually what unique, right? It's actually, I would call, common to people living in this earth. There's always challenges that we are faced, not because God wants to punish us, but it's because it's a way for us to become better in terms of our experience, in terms of our being us, um, and I would say that definitely we cannot do that on our own. And there's a lot of Bible passages that allows us to get help. And we know that when we are being tested, when we are being challenged, when we are being, when we encounter, I would say, difficulties, challenges, I call it, there's always something that we can learn. It's it's the learning of the experience. It's not just merely experiencing, right, the difficulties in life, but it's really the learnings that come about because of the experiences that we have in our lives. And there's a whole lot of passages. One of those of my favorites is even in the Philippians, 4:13 or 8:13. Uh, it is God. It is God who strengthens me, right? So, uh, perseverance, difficulties. Uh, God gives me the strength. Challenges come, but it is God that strengthened me. It's important that we are able to get our strength. We are able to overcome challenges, not by our own mere um, power, but it's actually power coming from God. I call this the power of perseverance because this is within ourselves, but this is not of our own power by itself, but coming from God, which we call grace. So everyone experiences this kind of challenges at one point in our lives, but there's what we call the testing. The testing, I will make it again bigger. The testing of the faith produces perseverance. And let perseverance finish its work so that you may be mature and complete, not lacking anything. So it's really for this purpose that God allows us to experience these challenges. And of course, He gives us the grace to persevere. Not for anything. God is not a cruel God, but it's actually more of um, what testing our faith, so that we in the end we can overcome it, and we are becoming strong. We become stronger. We become more, as it says here, more complete and mature, and not lacking in anything. So it's really humbling experience to um, finally come out of the difficulties and challenges, because it's not easy, right? And I'm sure many of us have different kinds of challenges in lives, be it in our personal, be it in our career, be it in our family, be it in our business, be it among relationships with our friends and families. But in all these kind of challenges and perseverance and difficulties, uh, the power of perseverance can be attained by asking God, God's grace to give us the strength and give us the perseverance. So this is actually a kind of grace, and it is not it's not difficult. Why? Because when God gives when you are also aligned with your purpose and you are aware of what is your mission in this life, then you can just ask God for perseverance, right? So, for example, I would say, what in terms of work in the career, a lot of working moms actually doing multitasking, right? So, as a mom, that doing works at home and then waking up early in the morning to go to the work. Of course, now we are doing the home office work, but soon it will all be normal, and probably there will be occasions when people working in a corporate or office setup still go to office, right? It may not be 5 times a week. It could be probably once a week. It could be 2 times a week, 3 times a week. I think is the most acceptable now. By most of the multinational companies I hear from friends. So they have work from home 2 times a week, and they have set on-site work for 3 times a week. So what I'm saying is there is always that uh, situation where mostly working moms are able to persevere in that kind of setup. Why? Because of what their needs to provide for the families, and they also have this love for their families and their love for their children and the family. So the power of perseverance is actually not not difficult to get, not difficult to have, because it's being experienced by working moms, I would say. Of course, dads too, but mostly dads, like most dads, just will focus on uh, uh, making bringing the bacon home, because they don't do much of the chores in the house, because uh, mothers do that. Of course, there are special cases I know where a dad can also do the work of a mom in terms of a single parent, but mostly, I would say there's a lot of working moms I know that are really, really persevering in this, are really, really, what, doing, practicing the grace of perseverance, not because of being superwoman, but because God uh, allows this grace to be given to moms, as co-creators of God, because as women and as moms, we are also taking care of our children, right? So I really honor these women in whom I know, and of course, women includes mothers, includes aunts, includes friends, and who are actually sacrificing, doing, persevering in whatever state of life they are in, so they can actually achieve their goals. The financial freedom, the um, financial gains, the time freedom, and even, of course, enjoying life with their families. They go through a certain kind of challenges in their workplaces, in their businesses, even at homes for work at home moms, and even, of course, for stay home parents. So I would say that there's always this kind of what uh, experiences where we go through a particular challenge so that we can achieve our goals. So this is something that I create, but this is something that is really, really a practical way of improving our, achieving our goals and achieving our breakthroughs, especially in this year 2022, by improving, by getting, asking God's grace for the power of perseverance. So that's day 10. Join me again for another talk on day 11, which is the still under the power of perseverance, which is more on, let me see that quickly. What is the is changing habits. So changing habits actually is part of power of perseverance. So I hope, guys, you will join me tomorrow for another talk on the day 11 for to achieve breakthroughs in 2022. So if for those who are actually new to this video, I'm also putting my website here on the slide, in terms on the side for the for the company, for the business to, if you want to go to the site, just put your name and email address to check on the website that I am actually going to give you for a business information on online business. So it's actually one of my advocacies on helping working moms transition into stay-home parents, right? So I have joined this business, really more of making a legacy for our children, having a business of our own, so that we can, give this and turn this over to our children, and at the same time spend more time with their families, and at the same time help working moms transition into stay-home parents, which is actually one of my prayers and dreams for all the moms, having spent about 20, more than 20 years or 2 decades in multinational companies, set up where I am, of course, blessed and thankful. But now is a time of my life that I dedicate myself to my growing children, having at this time of our global situation. So you can stay with your kids, your families, and at the same time having to have what, online business anywhere you want. It's actually doable, it's flexible, and it's legal. So I really, really would like to help people and working moms to transition into stay-home parents. And if you're interested to check it out, just go to my website, and so I can, give you information about the business. So again, for those who are watching anywhere, I hope everyone's doing well, in the best of health. If you have questions, do put it in a chat box so that I can answer them, and I can get back to you. So I hope to see you on the day 11. See you tomorrow for day 11 of the what I would say changing habits that will allow us to uh, you know achieve breakthroughs in 2022. So bye for now, guys. Catch you tomorrow for another talk on changing habits, which is actually very helpful for all of us, so we can, get through our goals and, dreams, and our breakthroughs that we will be uh, so excited to get in 2022. So bye for now, guys. Love and blessings. Stay safe and well.